Hello class and welcome to a new video. In this video we will be looking at some examples on how to use a while loop in your code. The first example we're looking at here is the odd numbers from 1 to 29 on the screen. We need to print those numbers on the screen. So if you think about the task that we're performing, it's just one task we're repeating over and over again. So we'll print for 1, we'll print for 3, we'll print for 5, and so on until we reach the 29. So basically it's a repetition. For repetition, we know that we can use a while loop for repetition structure, and if you think about it, we have a condition to stop here. Our condition is for the number to be less than or equal 29. When it reaches 29, then we need to exit the loop. So that's a call for a while loop. We'll use a while loop to print for me the odd numbers. For the while loop to stop or to operate, we need a condition, and in this case our condition is based on a number. So let's create the number variable here, number, and we'll start it with 1. Then our while loop will have the condition on number where number must be less than or equal 29 for the loop to keep going, and inside the loop we're printing in this format the number, and let me concatenate that with string of number, concatenate that with the number is odd. So this will print for me the number 1 is odd for the first iteration. If I don't modify the number within the loop body, then this loop will be infinite. It will go infinitely, and we will have to kill it in order to stop the execution of the program. And so I need to work on modifying my number. If I'm looking for odd numbers, then my next number should be number plus 2 in order for me to print only the odd numbers. So if you run your code at this point, you will see that it's printing for you the odd numbers from 1 to 29 as we want. So this is one way to do it. We also looked last week at how we do it in using an if statement, how to control the printing here using an if statement. So let me go here, and I will say, okay, if number mod 2, I want it to be not equal to 0 in order for me to list the odd. Not equal 0, then let me get rid of the space here so I indent right. Then I want you to print for me the number is odd. The loop will start from 1, and I need to increment by 1 before I go back. So this should be number plus 1 in order for the loop to keep going. So this will go over the 29 numbers. Every time it finds an odd number, it will print it for me. So you won't see any difference in the output. It's the same, just 2 different ways. So here we go. Here's another run. So here's my first run, and here's my second run for the new program, and you see that we get the same. So these are 2 ways to do it, and there are other ways to do the same problem. Just be aware of that. Let's look at another example here. We want to find the summation of the numbers from 1 to 10 using a while loop. So as you can see here, I need to go from 1 to 10, and every time I found a number, I need to add it and store the result. So as a setup for my while loop, I need 2 things. I need a variable to keep a track of the sum, and I need a variable to keep a track of the counter. When am I gonna reach the 10 and stop? So let's name them counter equal. We want the counter to start from 1 because I'm starting from 1 here to 10. And for sum, since I still did not add anything, I will initialize it to 0. It's still empty. While counter is less than or equal, I'm going to include the 10 because I need to find the sum to 10. Equal sum plus counter also to say, okay, counter equal counter plus 1. And I have them in the same line, even though I thought I hit enter. So here we go. This will keep a track of the sum and will increment my number. So in the beginning, sum is 1. It goes, now counter is 2. You add 2 to 1, it becomes 3, all the way until we get the total. After it ends, I need to go back to the rest of my program. When I go back to my program, I want to look at the sum. What's the result when, let me just print sum by itself. And if you run, you should see the value 55, which is the sum from 1 to 10.